They're fighting for their lives.
Puts a real curl on it. Benoit! Troy Walters hits it. Get on that, get on that. They don't want it.
This guy is not keen at the back.
Oh, go on, Luke. Punish, punish. One on
got
one.
goals to back and no time to lag. Up the tags.
All right, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another #United League game. Because of the big win last week against Aveley, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it already, we won. Check out the video. It's a really, really good game. The league is still alive for us. It could have easily been a season ender last week, but because we got the 3 points, technically, although it's a small chance, there's still a chance of playoffs. But we have to win today. We have to win every other game we play this season. 3 games left, including today. But today we're up against Barking, a team who also got a lot to play for. They're in a relegation scrap. They're currently in the relegation spots. They need to be winning all their games as well to ensure survival. So we're not expecting an easy test at all. We beat them at their place earlier in the season. Hopefully we can do the same again today. Before we crack on though, I've got to say a very special shout out to our #women's team who just last night did us very proud and won the Essex County Cup. They are the champions of Essex, officially the best team in Essex. And they did it in style, by the way, against a very tough, resolute Billericay team. An opening goal from Sasha Adamson and then a worldie from Gemma Baker in off the crossbar to win us the County Cup. Very proud of all the ladies at #United Women, and it's not over yet. There's still a chance of a league title and a promotion as well if the final Billericay game goes to plan. But now back to today's action. Let's take a look at the team that Devs is sending out to play against Barking. So a couple changes from the team that beat league leaders Aveley. First one is that Anthony Page returns in goal after injury, so Carlos Simeon misses out. Matt Waldridge, Benoit and Haysom stay in the defence with Ross Gleed, who actually keeping out Ben Brooks, who's back from injury, but obviously a great performance against Aveley. Devs doesn't want to change the back four. You've got to respect that. And then in midfield, Jesse Wallace-Lasson was going to be started, but unfortunately he's been ruled out for injury right before kick-off with a calf issue, which means Joe DeBell returns to the bench, and it means that Kojo Penting comes in. So the midfield in centre mid is Kiernan Hughes-Mason, but next to him is Iola Adebayo. No Lewis Watson, first game he's missed since signing for the club, also due to a knee issue, so he misses out today. So Adebayo, big chance for him alongside Kiers. As I mentioned, Jesse not starting, which means Jermaine Francis moves back into the middle of the attack, and you've got Kojo Penting and Sam Banting either side, with Luke Hurst also returning to starting lineup up front. Tom Stagg drops to the bench. So the bench is Ben Brooks, Tovia Roma-Laren, Yoni Vukaj, Tom Stagg and Joe DeBell, who's been called up last minute to replace Jesse. Come on the boys, up the tags.
They're fighting for their lives. They'll be vulnerable because that's been shown, but please do not underestimate them at any given stage of the game. They went away to Stowmarket a couple of games ago, found themselves 2-0 down and come away with a point. That shows that they've got enough fight and character about them. But the flip side of it is that if we're at it, their vulnerability will show. We're at that stage of the season where it's difficult to win football matches and it's difficult for teams that have, if you like, have to win games. Win the game today, we keep our season alive. We cannot control what anybody else does outside of this changing room, but we can put pressure on other clubs by winning our games. And that's what we have to do today. We have to go and play with an intensity, and everything that was good about us last week, particularly second half, we have to bring again today. Let's get ourselves ready, let's get out, go to work, come on.
And we are underway as the referee Daniel Barnes blows the whistle. #at home in the blue and yellow. And ironically, Barking also in the blue and yellow, although mostly yellow today. Come on, boys. We've got to make sure we treat this game with like the significance it has. It's a cup final, essentially. Got to win it.
But it is very interesting. It looks like they've gone...
That's Kieran Jones. We've been warned about him. When we played against him away, Joe DeBell said he knows him quite well from the college days, and he's a good player. Waldridge is putting it in behind. Kojo might struggle to get there. No, it's going to hold up nicely. Kojo needs some support. He's on his own right now. Can he get across it? He does. It's not a bad one, and it's in. I tell you what, Kojo's consistency on these crosses is ridiculous. It looked like he had no space, but he finds the head of Luke Hurst, who puts it in the back of the net, Harry.
That's unreal. I think that might be an OG, though.
You think? It did look like he got some sort of deflection. We're going to give it to Luke Hurst until we know otherwise, though.
That's unreal. Oh, what play by Kojo. Great hold up, great turn, great movement by Luke, great header. 1-0 to the tags.
Big, big goal in both teams' season. Luke definitely heads it, but then he heads it onto the defender. Was it on target, though, yeah? We'll give it Luke then. We'll give it Luke. Ball in. Page, he's caught it and he's taken a hit in the
That's hurt.
solar plexus. It's a word you only ever heard here in wrestling, that word. He's got it right in the solar plexus. I don't know where they are. Waldridge on the ball. Jermaine takes it well. Protects the ball. He hasn't got an option at the left. Gleedy's a bit further back, so he's going to go alone. Into the box. Oh, does he lose his balance a bit there? He's held on to it brilliantly. Needs some support. Still got it. And that is a corner. Okay, Kojo, another chance to whip one in on that wand of a right foot. Puts a real curl on it. Benoit! Oh, that's a massive chance for Eli to get his second for the club.
I think he's got to score.
What a ball.
I'm surprised he didn't go with his head.
He was coming low though, wasn't it? It was dropping right on his foot. It maybe should have gone with his left foot on it. That one's got snow on it. Jermaine trying to take it down. How's he come away with that one? Sets Kojo. Really good. Luke Hurst on the turn. Can you unleash Jermaine? In behind. Still a good run though. Still a good run because it's opened things up for us. Kojo returning it to Jermaine. Unlucky. Throw in though. It's a one-man wall. Kojo to swirl it in.
Ball.
Oh, Benoit again with another chance. Just didn't quite connect with it. But that is 3 for 3 in terms of good deliveries from Kojo's. Kieran Jones runs forward here. Plays it forward to Tarukis. Matt Waldridge covers things. Good movement here from Tarukis. Goes back to Ryan Richifond. Plays it outright to Okoye for Barking. Looking dangerous on the edge of the hashtag box. Could be a left-footed shot here.
Wow. High, wide, and not at all handsome.
That one is out the ground. Benoit. Give it to Matty Waldridge in loads of space. Kojo wants it. Eventually gets it. He's just flicked it past his player. Adebayo does really well up against a strong challenge. Good change of pace there from the youngster. Oh, he's just unlucky not to get a corner there, but I didn't realise he has so much pace, the lad.
I didn't know that either, but he does like to scream at training how fast he is.
That was the acceleration there, which was impressive. Greedy for Bano here. Bano keeps it in, wants to cut inside. Got Greedy to the left. He's going to put one in low. Cleared high. Cleared a second time.
Come on, Matt. Left foot.
Matty Waldridge thinking about it. Finds Kojo. Tries to just find Kears on the right, I think. But now Barkin coming away with it. Kears once again just slowing things down. Haysom slid down and missed it.
He's
It
done
was a
so
couple.
well.
How's he held on to that ball here? And Jermaine eventually saving the day, but he's going to go back for the free kick.
Marcus Tarukis. That's unreal.
Could be Flavio. Yeah, it looks like he could be Flavio. Oh, no, now he's looking at... He might be on a Roberto Carlos left-footed here.
He's not taking it anyway.
Troy Walters hits it. Low. Pagey grasps it. Barking coming forward here with George Okoye. Jermaine Francis doing the defensive work there in the left-back area. Gleedy's into the box and Gleedy does intercept it. Can we get it under, boys? Can we just keep the ball for a little bit? Whipped in.
Keeper.
Oh, it's a tricky one. I think Pagey's made a save there, though, isn't he? I think that's a shot from Jones, and Pagey's made an important save. Should never have got to Jones at the back post, but that was a goal if he does make that save.
Definitely.
Barking are causing problems. That's their best chance of the game. The only chance we've had similar was a goal. Corner here for Barking then. Whipped in around the penalty spot. Met by the number 2. It's a bit of a pile-up. It's a back heel.
Wow.
It's a back heel
That's
goal.
unbelievable.
Wow.
How has he backheeled that?
It was pretty much the only way he could score from that scenario, and it's worked. It's gone right in the corner, I think, Harry.
Yeah, who was that?
I think it might have been George Okoye, number 7, is it? With the goal.
Yeah, it is.
So we've
That's
got work
unreal.
to do. And to be honest, we haven't been at it since the goal. We have
No.
not been at it.
So I think Devs is going to say the same thing again. You've scored the first goal, and then you've sat off. Let them play. Now they're back in the game.
And we know how this is. We have to win this game. And that's good link up. And Barkin playing like a team who don't look like they're in relegation threatened position. Kievs gives away a free kick.
That is a foul.
Kieran Jones putting this one in. Is that a cheeky shot from him there?
The line.
Matty Waldridge on the ball. Can we get one here? They're down to 10 men. He's still getting treatment, the player. Luke Hurst finds Kojo. Kojo finds Waldridge. Waldridge finds Adebayo. Use this man advantage, lads. Come on. Bano's out left. Gets it from Gleedy. Looking for Jermaine down the left. Here we go. Use this man advantage.
Beat him.
Bano wants it back. But Jermaine's holding on to it. Now he's dinking one in towards Kojo. Heads it high. Going to come back to Gleedy. Gleedy's put it straight back in the mixer.
Bring it down.
Kears takes it down in the box with a
Kears.
great touch. His crosses just all got too much on them. Sent forward, and that is half time.
Was that even a minute?
3 minutes played. 1-1 at the break. Not a particularly satisfying first half performance. Apart from the goal, we've not done a great deal. So we need a bit of Dev's magic at half time, and we need a lot more effort and work rate in the second half to win this game. Because as I've said before, if we don't win this game, the season is over. Over to Devs.
Don't mind people moaning at each other. It's okay. But ask yourself the question, am I moaning because I've given information that's not been listened to, or am I just moaning because someone's made a mistake? And that's where I think at times, we're not quite getting it right. What happens is, when we get the ball, there is space to play. Too many times, there's been opportunity for us to move the ball across the pitch, and we come back on ourselves and we go narrow and we get crowded out and congested. There's so much more as we look flat, lethargic, off the pace. There's more in. There's got to be more in us here. We said to you, don't let our season die out. We need to keep our season alive, and we've got 45 minutes to keep this season alive. They're fighting for. They're not gonna drop off. We've got to ramp this up. We've got to ramp this up massively. Come on. Don't like how flat it feels amongst us. You almost look like you're sulking and feeling sorry for yourselves. I haven't got time for that.
Let's go, boys. Come on, let's step it up. Come on.
Yeah, come on!
And we're underway here for the second half. Delighted to be joined by the one and only Mr. Jamie Jackson,
Good
aka
afternoon.
Jacko.
They haven't offered a great deal of quality, to be honest. So if we can up our game and play to best of ability, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Not a bad cross that. Matty Waldridge hasn't been able to clear it. Kieran Jones puts it back inside. Really important block by Eli Benoit.
There's a big shout for handball.
Everyone from Barking is calling for it. Everyone. And the ref has stood firm and said no. And he signalled that it hit his body, I think.
Yeah, it was very close in. I'm not sure who it was. I don't know if it was Harry.
Eli. It was Eli.
Was
Yeah,
it? But
yeah.
it was very close in. It happened very quickly.
We're in a lot of the races here right now. It's all a bit messy at the moment. The main thing for me is we have to win our games, because every game we win, it means the next game means something. You know, even if the results don't go our way, as long as we win today and maybe Monday as well, it will go down to the last day, I think.
And we've seen all season with this league, nothing.
Oh, that's had to be tipped over.
Corner again, yeah. Nothing in this league is a given. Nothing at all.
That's crazy. Corner in for Barking here. It's gone all the way over everyone. Benoit can clear it.
Oh, look lazy there, Eli.
Come on, Adebayo, a bit of magic from you. Some great feet last week against Aveley off the bench. Comes back to Matty Waldridge here. He's got himself his first goal now. Maybe he's got a taste for it. Kears over to Gleedy. We know Gleedy's got a serious left foot if he can get it out. Kears uses his. Bano with a
gaps here, there's gaps.
We've got a problem here. Gleedy doing his best to make it up. Up against Walters here.
Well covered.
Cuts back inside. No shots. It's a fast feet from him. Walters going to get it back on a 1-2 here in the box. Tries the feet. No foul, boys. Don't foul in that area, whatever you do.
Just stand up. Good,
Right
let's
back.
go. Now we go. Oh,
Come on, Kears.
Kears has gone with the nuts.
Luke got a challenge for this. Kojo, good header. Get on that.
See,
They don't want it.
This guy is not keen at the back.
Ooh, go on, Luke. Punish. 1-on-1. Oh, my God, what a tackle.
Got to pull the trigger. That
Wow.
centre-half hasn't looked comfortable all game. Doesn't know whether to head it, to kick it, to let it bounce. We have to play on that.
In paper, maybe Bano, but I would say there's not many players you'd want to have in that scenario over Luke Hurst at this club. His finishing's his strongest suit.
Yeah.
But he's just not got it in front of him properly there, has he?
I mean, I think I might have had 1 or 2 sessions with Luke. I haven't seen enough of him other than the footage. But yeah, he's been clinical. It's a great recovery.
It was a great recovery, yeah. You've got to give him credit. He's made up for it. If that was one of our centre-backs making up for a mistake like that, we'd love it. But I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know if Seb's still in the chat, but Seb would always pray for a chance like that in a game. 1-on-1 with the keeper is just what he absolutely loves. And unfortunately, Luke's not taken that one, and we haven't had many chances today. Barkin trying to get another chance here. Oh my
God! You know what? That's a great save from Pagey.
Wow.
Covered that off ever so well.
He's fizzed out of his gloves onto the bar, and then luckily it's not ended up. Honestly, both teams have really had 2 chances today. One's been a goal for each team. That missed 1-on-1 from Luke there, or the tackle I should say, and that chance, the only other real chance of this game. Come on, Jermaine.
Switch.
4 now. But
Bano.
Jermaine's change of pace is
Take
very,
that.
very good.
We'll take that. That'll be
Could
a
be a
yellow as well,
yeah.
yeah.
That's for the goal scorer,
We'll
George
take that. He's
Coy.
done well there. Get your body in front. It's a shame because the reverse was on. It was hard for him to see it at pace, but Bano was on the reverse on this left-hand side.
Right, Gleedy might fancy this. This is a good Ross Gleed range. It is Sawbridgeworth. We've seen Gleedy score from this range before, but Kojo's going to hit it! Straight into the keeper's hands. It was at one of those right-footed angles. Always been nice for the keeper.
Yeah, tame, to be honest.
Free kick here. Going to be taken by Kieran Jones for Barking. We've got a man in the back post, number 2. Is he marked? He's going to come in here. Gleedy gets something on it. It's going to be a chance for Kieran Jones!
Oh, no.
Lads, no one's picked him up after the free kick.
Far too easy.
He's put the ball in, and then he just ran straight onto it, and no one's followed him. It's a good finish, though.
No one's tracked him at all, but I mean, he's had a day to take it, and he's had a day to run onto it, pick his spot, and bury it from 12 yards.
We picked him out at the start of the game. Kieran Jones is a good player. We've been told about him. I was impressed by him when we played him at the away fixture, and Joe DeBell knows him. He sort of gave us some intel on him, and he's taken his chance very well there. But we have no one to blame but ourselves. We've not been at the races, and we definitely listen. It's been a good season, whatever happens, right? The boys have been good. We've defied expectations, but at the end of the day, going in today, there's potentially a playoff spot available, and right now we ain't going to get it, and right now we don't deserve it.
Can't say it hasn't been coming, mate, to be honest with you.
Gleedy throw. Adebayo heads it high towards Stagg. O'Brien hooks it.
This is where we've got to be sharper. These bouncing balls, we've got to be the winners.
Oh, is that a foul? What else can he do there? I don't know what else he can do.
It's not a foul for me.
Ref, what else can he do there? This is what they want, isn't it, Barkin? They want these little things coming out the game here, and just moments of the clock ticking away. We've got time, boys. Oh, that's too easy, isn't it? Bloody hell.
It's a great turn.
Waters on the turn as well, hits it. That could have easily gone in.
Sharp, hell of a turn from the lad.
You think if we get one, they might go a bit squeaky bum time, though, Barkin. They might start to panic. That could be good. But right now, they're looking more like scoring than us. Benoit almost tackles him there. Really good feet out on the left side. Waldridge gets across. He's got to go. He's gone down. Eventually, it's cleared. Jermaine with a really good touch there. Gets the free kick.
To be careful there.
Pagey kick. Come on. Got to win this. Headed away by the captain.
Second balls. We're struggling with the seconds. We're struggling with the firsts.
Adebayo. Good. Right, here we go, Kears. Get us playing here, Kears. Who wants it off him? Needs someone out right. He's going to shoot. He does shoot! Oh, he's hit that well, you know. That's on target. He ain't catching it. It's the first time we've really dominated possession, and you know why? It's because Barkin have got something to protect now. They're playing a bit more.
Yeah. It's a great knock.
Yeah, Kears is
Decent
trying to get us
Come on,
going in
Matty.
there.
Bit of quality.
Matty Waldridge
It's
cross.
not bad.
It's going to go high to Toby!
Tobes!
Kears is taking on the role of trying to get us going in the middle at the moment.
Great ball from Matty Waldridge, but Tobes has got to do better, I'm afraid. He's got plenty of time to see it. He's got good line of vision to it. Just got underneath it.
Page's kick. It's going to go
Go on,
towards
Joe.
Joe
Get up,
DeBell.
Joe.
He's done well there against the ever-present O'Brien, who's been winning them all today.
That's
Bell's
not
hooked it
a
high.
bad ball either.
Stagg, can you make yourself a nuisance in there? Toby challenging. DeBell challenging again as well.
Oh.
She's got a bit too right. Jermaine to Adebayo. Adebayo beats
Get in
his
the
man.
box. Get in the box. Get in the box.
Can he put one in here?
Foul.
Puts it in low.
Hit the
Gonna come to
target.
Kears.
Hit the target.
Does he shoot? He feeds it off to Benoit. Benoit crosses it in. Not a bad cross. Waldridge stays up. Calls for a free kick for Barkin. Not going to be given. Of course, the closest we've come to troubling anyone in there in the last half an hour.
Ask a question. Ask a question, Eli. Pop it in.
He has done. DeBell. It's just beyond him.
Set.
Jermaine sets it to Gleedy. Gleedy.
Yeah, back to Jermaine. Back to Jermaine. Back to Jermaine.
Right foot crossing. It's not his strong suit there. Benoit's got to win this. He does, but it's gone back the other way. Haysom gives it to Waldridge, who flicks it to DeBell. To Tom Stagg now. Tom Stagg trying to open up the pitch. Hits it! It's one of the few shots we've hit in anger all afternoon. And it was on his favoured left foot there.
Off balance.
Got to hit the target.
Turning to try and get the power on it. He had the power, just didn't have the accuracy.
Keeper's had one shot to save all day, and it went in.
You have to hold your hands up. Some days the grit and the determination, they get you through games, and that's what's happened today.
Yeah, and if it's not like where we've outplayed them, I wouldn't say, and they've just won it ugly. They've done as good as we have. There it is. Final whistle, a really big performance and result for Barking in their fight to stay in the league, but a much more disappointing result for Hashtag. You have to say now that is playoffs out of the picture. And if that's the case, it's an unbelievable season, guys. We've got to stay positive because what we expected, you know, going into this first season at this level, we have massively exceeded that. Yes, we had a chance of doing something magic, and we've taken it to, 2-3 games left? Probably mathematically not over yet now, but it pretty much is, Jacko, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, listen, we was all banking on going into the final game with 2 wins under our belt, the one of which would have been today, and then obviously Monday. But listen, it's been a good run. We're very lucky to be in the position we are after the start to the season that we had. Yes, it's disappointing. It's very deflating, but we haven't given ourselves the luxury of being able to lose these type of games, unfortunately. And let's be honest, we haven't done enough today. We haven't done enough today to win the game.
No, I'd agree with that. Have you got a man of the match? You're welcome to go for one of their players.
Tough one today, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Possibly Harry Haysom, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's strong, no nonsense, does everything he needs to do. But take nothing away from Harry. It's a tough one today, tough one to pick anyone out there, to be honest
We'll
with you.
take it then. Today's UFL man of the match, awarded by Jacko, has gone to Harry Haysom at the back, and we'll see what Devs has to say after that disappointing defeat.
Got what we deserved. Got no complaints with the result whatsoever. Sums us up, sums our season up, shows how far we are from being where we need to be. A team that we said would fight for their lives, and yet another team, and I said it last week, that games where you expect to win or expected to win because of form and league positions and things like that, it's a character flaw. That's what it is. You've got to beat these teams if you want to take yourself seriously, if you want to progress. It was like we had people sulking. And I'm not talking about the people who I might expect to be sulking. I'm not talking about the people on the bench. I'm not talking about the people that have been left out. I'm talking about people with a shirt on the pitch. You look like you were sulking. Showed in everything we did.
Very disappointing result today, Harry. Talk us through the mood in the change room after that one.
Yeah, obviously everyone's gutted. We just didn't work hard enough. I don't know if it was the weather, if the boys were just still going off of the game the other night against Averley, but we just weren't at the races from start to finish, and we know that, but obviously you just got to take the positives from the game and go again.
And on the pitch during the game, is there anything in particular that just didn't feel right, or what was it like on the pitch being one of the players out there?
I don't know, man. The mood was a bit off from start, to be honest. A lot of players getting onto each other, which we don't usually do as a team. Normally we have a great togetherness, but yeah, something just seemed off, man. Like I say, we've got to regroup, go again, stay together.
And we still got 2 games left of the season. What would be the game plan going forwards, at least for you from a personal standpoint?
For a personal standpoint, obviously you want to win every game. We know that probably the playoffs isn't on as much anymore, maybe not at all, but we've got to, for ourselves, just prove going into next season what we can do, and obviously the main thing, stay together and keep the positives going.
So as you can see, guys, the league table with that result means that we haven't moved anywhere, and there's more games to happen tomorrow. There's going to be teams putting away from us, which is why we do believe the playoff chase is pretty much over. But let's stay positive. Let's remember what a season it's been. We would have probably, especially after the start of this season, guys, taken survival, and we have done a lot better than that, and we've beaten some big teams along the way, and we've got 2 games left to go. We want to get 6 points from those 2 games, starting off with Monday against Basildon away, and then Canvey back here, last game of the season, last home game against a team that could be going for the title on the final day. So we could still have a big part to play in who goes up from this division. I haven't enjoyed today, and I'm sure you guys haven't enjoyed the game, but if you've enjoyed the season, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more. We'll see you with 2 more games to come. Up the tags.